Artificial intelligence, the key to unlocking humanity's potential? Well, not quite. Today we're discussing how AI leadership strategies at tech giants like Microsoft and Google may actually be shaping our future in unexpected ways.
Hmm, that's an intriguing perspective. What's got you thinking along those lines?
Well, it's this fascinating development in the tech industry that's been unfolding recently. We're seeing a real showdown between Microsoft and Google when it comes to AI leadership. It's like watching two heavyweight champions step into the ring, each with their own unique strategy for dominating the AI landscape.
Oh, I see what you mean. So, what exactly are these different strategies we're talking about?
So, on one side, we've got Microsoft making waves with their recent appointment of Mustafa Suleyman as the CEO of their new AI division. This guy's got quite the pedigree. He co founded DeepMind back in 2010, which was later acquired by Google. Then he left DeepMind in 2019, co founded Inflection AI in 2022, and now he's heading up Microsoft's AI efforts. It's like he's been on a grand tour of the AI world, gathering experience and insights along the way.
That's quite the career trajectory, and it speaks volumes about Microsoft's intentions, doesn't it? By bringing Suleiman on board, they're making a clear statement about their commitment to AI.
Exactly. And it's not just about having a figurehead. Suleiman's role as CEO of Microsoft AI puts him in charge of some pretty significant initiatives. We're talking about Copilot, Bing, Edge. These are tools that millions of people interact with every day. Microsoft is clearly betting that under Suleiman's leadership, they can push the boundaries of what's possible with AI in consumer products.
Hmm, it's a bold move for sure. But let's not forget about Google. They might not have a dedicated AI CEO, but they're certainly not slouching when it comes to AI leadership.
You're right about that. Google's approach is more distributed, shall we say. At the top, you've got Sundar Pichai as CEO of Alphabet, Google's parent company. He's the one steering the ship when it comes to overall AI strategy. And let's not forget, Pichai has been with Google since 2004, climbing the ranks and overseeing some of their most successful products before taking the helm of the entire company.
And what a ship it is. Under Pichai's leadership, Google has been making some serious waves in the AI world. They've rolled out Gemini 2.0, which is giving ChatGPT a run for its money. And let's not forget about their work in quantum computing with the Willow chip. That's some next level stuff right there.
It really is. The Willow chip is a perfect example of how Google is pushing the boundaries of what's possible in computing. It's not just about making faster processors. It's about fundamentally changing how we approach computation. And that kind of innovation could have huge implications for AI development.
You're absolutely right. And the interesting thing about Google's approach is how they've got multiple experts leading different aspects of their AI initiatives. You've got Demis Hassabis, another DeepMind co-founder, heading up Google DeepMind. Then there's Jeff Dean, their chief scientist, who's been with Google forever and is basically a legend in the computer science world.
Don't forget James Manyika. As the Senior Vice President of Research, Technology Society, he's the one making sure Google's AI developments don't accidentally lead us into a Black Mirror episode. His role is crucial because it acknowledges that AI isn't just a technical challenge, it's a societal one too.
That's a great point. It shows that Google is thinking about the bigger picture, not just the technology itself, but its impact on the world. So, how do you think these different approaches might play out in the long run?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? On one hand, Microsoft's centralized approach under Suleiman could lead to faster decision-making and a more unified vision. But on the other hand, Google's distributed model might be better equipped to handle the complex, multifaceted nature of AI development. It's not just about creating cool tech, it's about understanding its implications across different fields.
Hmm, it's like we're watching two different philosophies of management playing out in the tech world. And the stakes couldn't be higher, right?
Absolutely. We're not just talking about market share or profit margins here. We're talking about shaping the future of technology, and by extension, the future of human society. It's like we're watching the early days of a new industrial revolution unfold.
That's a fascinating analogy. And just like the first industrial revolution changed everything from how we work to how we live, AI has the potential to reshape our world in ways we can barely imagine.
Exactly. And you know, it's not just Microsoft and Google in this race. We've got other tech giants like Amazon, Apple, and Meta all investing heavily in AI. Not to mention countless startups and research institutions. It's a whole ecosystem of innovation and competition.
Right, well, that's exactly what makes this so exciting to watch. We're not just seeing corporate restructuring or new hires. We're witnessing decisions that could influence how AI is developed, implemented, and integrated into our daily lives for years to come.
You're hitting on something important there, because let's face it, AI isn't just another product. It's a technology with the potential to fundamentally change how we interact with the world around us. So the values and vision of the people leading its development, that matters a lot.
It's like they're not just players in the game, they're helping to write the rules. And that's a huge responsibility.
It really is. And it's not just about technological advancement. These companies are also grappling with huge ethical questions. How do we ensure AI is developed responsibly? How do we protect privacy and prevent misuse? How do we make sure the benefits of AI are distributed fairly across society?
Those are some heavy questions, and I imagine that's where the different leadership approaches might really start to show their strengths and weaknesses.
Absolutely. Microsoft's centralized approach under Suleyman might allow for quicker, more decisive action on these issues. But Google's distributed model, with someone like James Manika specifically focused on societal impacts, might allow for a more nuanced, multifaceted approach to these complex problems.
It's fascinating to think about. And it's not just about the technology itself, is it? It's about the culture of these companies, their values, their vision for the future. All of that is going to shape how they approach these challenges.
Exactly. And as we wrap up, I can't help but feel excited about what the future holds. Whether it's Microsoft's centralized approach or Google's distributed model that proves more successful, one thing's for sure, we're in for some exciting developments in the world of AI. And the decisions being made today are going to shape that future in ways we can barely imagine.
You're absolutely right. It's going to be fascinating to watch how this all unfolds. Any final thoughts as we close out?
Well, I think the key takeaway is this. As we watch this AI leadership showdown unfold, we need to remember that it's not just about corporate competition. It's about the future we're building. So stay curious, stay informed, and remember the future is being written right now, and we're all part of the story.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for this enlightening discussion. And to our listeners, keep your eyes on the horizon. The future of AI is coming, and it's going to be a wild ride.